Having a professional camera is great, but people don't realize it is so much more important to have a good piece of glass in front of that camera to get that high quality image that you're looking for. Welcome back to another LTB Wednesdays where we are learning the basics. Today we're talking lenses, and more specifically which ones you should have in your camera bag. We're going to be starting off with prime lenses, and if you don't know, prime lenses are lenses that only have one set focal length. And here are my four top favorites. 16mm, a wide angle lens used mainly for real estate because it has such a wide field of view. 24mm, I typically always have this focal length on my camera. I'm using it right now. I have the Sigma 24mm f1.4. The 50mm f1.4 lens, I don't know how well you can see this because of the lighting. This is my absolute favorite lens for B-roll or basic. This is my run and gun lens. I'm always using this lens. I love it. And the 85mm lens. This I primarily use when I'm shooting short form content for my clients. I love using prime lenses because even though they can't zoom in or zoom out, in my opinion, they usually have a sharper image. They also typically have a larger maximum aperture, which produces a shallower depth of field, creating this nice bokeh effect, which is just a blurry background. And due to its wide aperture, it's also great in low light situations. Prime lenses are also typically smaller in size and much more affordable. For example, the Nifty 50, which is a 50mm lens with an aperture of f1.8, you can pick one up for less than $200. Now let's talk about zoom lenses, also known as variable lenses. And there are only three of them that you need. The 16 to 35mm, the 24 to 70mm lens, and the 70 to 200mm lens. These are considered the trilogy of lenses because if you have these three lenses, you really don't need anything else. You have everything covered. Having these three lenses is super useful because it's super versatile. You save so much time because you don't have to take the time to change lenses back and forth. You can just zoom in and zoom out. They are, however, on the pricier side, especially if you're getting ones with apertures of 2.8. Before you go out and invest your money into these lenses, make sure you're doing the research and figuring out if you actually need them. Because if not, you'll purchase it and it'll just be collecting dust. For example, I bought a 75 to 300mm lens. It's a zoom, and I have yet to use it in a singular occasion. Another example, if you are not shooting real estate listing videos, you're probably not going to need a 16mm lens or anything even lower than that. Personally, I started off with three lenses, and it was the 24mm lens, a 35mm lens, and the Nifty 50. But as you continue to grow into your craft or grow your business, you're gonna find it useful to have different types of lenses. Hopefully this helps you make a decision on what lenses you need. If there's anything that you want me to talk about in these learning the basic videos, make sure you just drop it in the comment section down below and I'll make sure I get to it as soon as I can. But until then, I will see you all in the next video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video.